Yeah, I used to be in Eckankar for 40 years, and then I kept getting these little hints that something was wrong, but I thought they were tests to prove my loyalty. And so I looked at these little videos for like in 2017. I looked at maybe 2 or 3 videos, and when I looked at these videos, I felt really guilty because I thought I was being disloyal to Eckankar just listening to those little 10-minute videos. But one time I went to take my mom to the hospital, and my nephew here, Jeremy, was with me. And as I approached the hospital, something said, invite Rebisar Taurus. So I said, okay, I'll invite Rebisar Taurus. So as I did, as soon as I hit the parking area of the hospital, I went out of my body and I was like somewhere in the sky. And I saw that Rebisar Taurus was coming to me, and he picked me up like you would pick up a child. And as he picked me up, I started to shrink and then I became like a teenager, and then like a little boy, then I became like a little baby. And I'm seeing this from somewhere above the hospital. At the same time, I'm driving, making sure that I don't bump into cars because I'm not used to doing this. And then I noticed the Rebisar is now I'm a little baby, and then the sheet, the little baby blanket, was black and white. I don't know why. And he's holding me like holding a precious little baby. At the same time, I'm driving through the parking area to find a parking space for the handicap. Then the scene changes, and I don't know where Rebisar Taurus went with my little baby self, but I saw that we were somewhere else, like in these giant clouds, the way the giant clouds happen after a storm in the ocean. They're really high. And I looked down and I saw that Rebisar Taurus was walking with what looked like a teenager on a dirt path, but it was like a meadow. And the sun was really giant as they were walking towards the sun, but the clouds were sort of in the way, the high clouds, but you could see the sun above it. I was at the same time that I'm driving and watching this, I'm like, is this real? I couldn't believe what I was like seeing, because I never have these inner or other side experiences. I mean, it's super rare if I ever see anything. And I'm driving and I'm trying to park right, and I'm seeing this, and all of a sudden this lady appeared, because I'm still not in my body. I don't know where my body is. I mean, I'm still out of the body. I mean, and I see this lady. She's shining like a gold light, and she has shiny eyes. And she tells me to look at these giant clouds. And she said, at a certain level, I don't know what level, but she said at a certain level, that's the level of creation. And I thought, the level of creation. She goes, you're not yet ready to go there. And when she said that, all of a sudden another part of me went right next to her side, but I was still somewhere else. I looked at myself jump out of my body, another body, even though I saw Rebisar Taurus walking with that teenage person walking towards the sun. And when I saw myself next to the lady, I thought, I can't reach that level now, but I thought, can I send an energy wave from my aura to that level to see if I could tap into that creation level, even though maybe I'm not still ready for it. And then all of a sudden the scene changed again, and as I'm getting out of the car, as I finally parked it correctly, I'm going to the cement meridian that's like a path that leads to the hospital, and it's shining bright, bright white. The cement path is like lit up bright, bright white. And I'm thinking, what is that? What's going on here? And I'm walking, and all of a sudden I see these quarter-sized brown spots or discs going super fast towards the lit up cement that's shining really bright. And then I'm trying to think, what are those coin-sized brown things? I wondered, and all of a sudden, I don't know if I speeded up or it was slowed down. I couldn't tell, but it slowed down, and I saw that they were these brown little discs. And as soon as they got to the level of my knee, they then went straight down because they were coming in as an angle, and they went straight down. And then I noticed that, hey, those are, and then all of a sudden the light went away, and then those brown spots were the stepped on cherry plums that people have stepped on. And then something said, that's how creation happens. It happens so fast on a continuous basis that it looks like motion. And that's not really how creation happens. It happens like it has to be created continuously as we're in this physical realm. So, I don't know who's told me that. I just heard it. And then that was it. And after that experience, I realized, hey, Duane the Great Writer, I'm not going to feel guilty about leaving Eckankar. That's it. I got the confirmation.
Okay, here you are, young man. And what is your name?
Ramon.
And you're there with Jeremy in Modesto, California?
Yes.
Okay, and you're the uncle or the grandfather or?
Uncle.
Uncle, you got a kind of voice like him too, a little older, but you got that voice like him too. Well, good for you. Yes, you're going to meet some old timers here. Ava was 30 years in Eckankar. I was over 30 years. Val was 40 years in Eckankar, etc. And that's okay. I was there when Paul was there in those days, etc. And I was to go through all this. I'm the next one to come along here and just upgrade all of this, etc. And so very involved all those years that I was there out in the public, etc. And knew Darwin, knew Harold, knew Marjorie, knew all of them. That's fine. Watched it all happen, see it on the real side, etc. Reptilian Joni or Joan Cross was in the background. The influence took her over. Reptilians came in a long time ago through Darwin, etc. It's a really a James Bond movie, Indiana Jones, all along, and most people don't see it. And unfortunately, most of the membership, they're just pizza dough. Their consciousness is so mush, and you're lucky that you're able to step out of this because life's a whole lot bigger. And so we went through the babysitting days. Now it's time to get real. So have fun catching up, young man, because this is the best part. And so there's a lot of information here for you. Just study, do what you do, and you'll pick up on it. You'll see that it makes sense. That's the fun part. Yeah, that was terrific, Ramon. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. That's huge. And you get the challenge to maybe talk to some of your old Eck friends, etc. Boy, are they stubborn. You know, they really like Reptilian Joni and what's her name, Susan Miller. They're all witches that fly around at night and tap line people and a lot of the higher initiates too. It's too bad, but this is what they do because they like the power structure. But let's see what happens.
This planet Earth needs a lot of help from all of us right now. Dean Val of NUUU, Nations United, UNUversal, UNUversity, is contacting people around this world every day to share the importance of the all-natural environment supporting all of us. Dean Val and Duane Lee Heppner.org 501c3 have created CAN, Community Action Network, to help all communities become aware of how to be self-sufficient with permaculture and food and rainforests. We are always looking for real people to step up, who want to learn what life on this earth is all about. We will be leasing large portions of land to create something wonderful for all communities everywhere. Contact Val Vitals on Skype and Facebook to get involved with what we all can do now, or through the phone number provided or the website in the links. Duane The Great Writer.net. Join us for weekly environment awareness Skypes every Sunday at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The NUUU, Nations United UNUversal UNUversity, is dedicated to supporting and providing a real purpose and real awareness with the all-natural environment, supporting all of us. First comes this earth, with food and rainforests, and to protect what is still here. For those who have the awareness to see what is actually taking place here, with all the natural devastation, which is also purposely planned by WorldKontrollers, you now have a real opportunity to step up and do something with those who also care about your planet Earth. Duane Lee Heppner has created the NUUU, Nations United UNUversal UNUversity, which completely entails the all-natural environment everywhere, and a real education that has real value, and that far surpasses any commonly created indoctrinating educational system that does not focus on what sustains all of us naturally. Real survival makes sense, with everything here that is self-sustaining.